the pins that hold the brake pads in place. This guy is actually all broken. And then I have to take these brake pads out. Boy. That one's really stuck. Okay, pads are out. Now I have to separate these two halves. 4 bolts. Now I have to pop these pistons out. So I'll be putting air in these holes and this way, and the pistons will come out. Hopefully they're not too seized. Okay, so the pistons came out. This one was kind of being a pain. So everything's gonna get cleaned up now nicely, and I'm gonna start replacing those square cut seals. So this guy, we remove the piston. So with this pick, I'm just gonna try to remove the square cut seal, but it's probably like kind of frozen in there. There she comes. So, old one out. Now the most important thing is going to be to actually clean the inside here, and also to clean that passage, not the passage, but basically where the square cut seal sits. That's really important, otherwise you can get leaks and it's not going to be cool. So okay, the inside looks much better now, like the cylinder. Still have to clean more, so I'll show you the final product when I'm done. And I still have to clean this guy. This is 1/2. So clean the inside of the cylinder. Still have to clean a little bit more, like this lid, but the main thing is that area below where the square cut seal is. That's the most important one. So I use the blowgun right now to make sure all the passages are clear. And it's my piston. I'm gonna start getting ready to put this back. And this is my second half. It's still drying. All cleaned up over there, the inside. The cylinder looks pretty good below the square cut seal. And that's the piston for it. This is how the kit looks like. So one kit usually services one caliper. That's what we're doing. So this kit has 2 protection seals that go on the top of the piston, 2 square cut seals, 2 small seals that seal both halves of the caliper. I'm going to soak the cylinder a little bit with the brake fluid. Make sure it's not dry. So some of the brake fluid is inside now. I just want to soak this square cut seal before I install it. And that's it. Seal is installed. Make sure it's all lubricated. It's my lubricated piston with the brake fluid. It's simply just gonna go in. And it's shooting out because there's some fluid in there. Oop, there you go. Make sure you wear safety glasses. Now I might just need some help with a small dead blow hammer. Okay, so my piston's all the way in, and this side is done. And I'm gonna start working on this guy. It's pretty much the same thing. I have to lubricate everything with brake fluid, install the square cut seal, and yeah, after that just put those seals, install the 4 bolts, and caliper is going to be set to go. And also I'm going to install this guy, so don't forget about these seals. They protect the piston from all the rust and stuff. So if you want to test your job the way you did it, just grab your blowgun, squirt a little bit of air inside and see how the caliper moves. I just put a little bit of compressed air inside and the piston moved, so that's a great sign. And now I can move it back too easily, probably with both hands, but let's go back. Okay, so anyways, now I just want to install this guy. So it's simply gonna go over this. It's basically, there's a groove in the piston right there, so you have to, I'm gonna show you how it looks at the end, but basically that's where the inside of the seal has to go. So I'm gonna put some compressed air in here because I need the piston to be out a little more. Okay, now when the piston is out this much, the inside of the seal goes in there. So technically it's actually easier to install the seal if you install it on a piston first and then put the piston, but okay, this is how the final product is going to look like on this half. So let's move on to this guy. that's ready, and that's another way of doing it. It's probably easier. Put the seal on first, lubricate this guy, and just install it. I just put some extra on it. Okay. Alright. Alright, it's going in. Look at that. Just went in pretty much all the way. A little more. Alright, now we can put the seal around this guy. Alright, so right now both of these guys are ready. This and this. So we have those two small O-rings. Or, I mean, they're square. They're not really O-rings, but... So I'm going to take this guy. Like that. Again, lubricate these in brake fluid. Pretty well. They're going to go right here. Second guy is going to go right there. And this guy is just going to go over this guy. And basically both of these halves are held on by 4 bolts. So 4 bolts are started. One. Second. I really need someone to hold this camera for me. Okay. Stay. Okay, so they're run down. Now I just have to torque them to spec. Okay, the caliper is all ready with the clean cylinders and clean pistons, also new seals. Alright, so the first one's pretty much ready. I'm just gonna have to, well, I'm probably gonna paint them too, the same color like I did the front calipers, like the silver, universal. What else? And I still have to clean my hardware, like the pins and stuff, but the majority of the stuff is pretty much done. And I also had what was it, this guy, the bleeder screw. I still have to clean it up, make sure this small hole is not clogged up or anything. Almost like new. Also clean these pins. Screw can be just screwed back on. So much rust and junk in this caliper. This is the second one that I'm rebuilding. This one is being painted. Let me show you the final product. This is the caliper that's already done, painted, rebuilt. So it's ready to be put on the car. I just rebuilt this one. I just have to paint it quickly. Put new seals, cleaned everything up. Also painted the hardware. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you like it, and stay tuned for the next one. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and make sure you subscribe to my channel, like this video, and I will see you in the next one.